new chapter. It's finally here. The moment you guys have been waiting for. I'm about to tell you everything that's happening in my magic life, what's inspired me, who's inspired me, and what is continually making me never give up. So let's begin. When I was about 10 or 11 years old, I believed that magic was something people did to fool and trick people. But a few years on, I learned that that was completely not true. After listening to magicians talk about their magic life, I learned that magic is about inspiring young people to feel more confident about themselves and what they do, and to make adults feel like children once again. Ever since I started enjoying the art of magic and all the stories many magicians shared to each other right around the world, I started doing tricks and learning them and showing my friends at school. And when I felt more confident, I showed my family all the tricks that I have learned throughout the time as a young magician. That has changed my life so much because my family have been a huge support throughout this time. The magic community has changed my life so much more than I have ever thought it would. I have met so many amazing friends who are also talented magicians. I have ran out of the fingers to count how many I have. And all of the amazing fellow talented magicians right around the world who have inspired me to believe and never give up has changed my life so much. Throughout my magical years, I've seen some pretty amazing magic shows in person. Like last year, I went up to Taree, it's in New South Wales, Australia, and I saw my good old friend Harley Bunyan. He loves magic as well. And since it was our first time, it was such a fun experience to see each other for the first time. But that's not all we did. We got tickets to see Cosentino, the Grand Illusionist, and watching his show was mind-blowing. Like, literally, mind-blowing. His escape acts, his magic tricks were just fantastic and very breathtaking. The escape acts, I just don't know how he does it. But I bet you, if you guys got the chance to see him, you will be amazed just like we were. After the show, I was able to get a photo behind the merch store, like merch counter, because the shop assistant was kind enough to let me get a photo. Yes. And you're thinking, did I get anything? Well, yes. I got a cap, I got a t-shirt, 2 decks of cards, and also a signed poster, which was so fantastic to be able to get all those things from one amazing night. I have always been inspired by Cosentino. Ever since I was a toddler, I have been told so many times that when I was a baby, we were on the train. I was on the train with my family, and a few seats back was Cosentino. Like, come on. Isn't that just crazy? That was probably the best story I've ever been told. But when I was a baby, I decided, probably wasn't thinking much, but I went up to Cosentino on the train, and he was with his lovely assistants, like always, and he showed me a few tricks, and me getting told that, since he's my inspiration, was so memorable. Like, my heart sunk in because that was so amazing. If I would remember that day, I would want it to go back over and over again. Because that was obviously a dream come true to be up close to Cosentino, and it happened without me realizing. You're probably thinking, I mentioned that I've been to some magic shows. Well, here's another one. A few months ago, some of my family went to the Civic Playhouse, which is in Newcastle, Australia. We saw Daniel Hidden's live magic show, and let me tell you, I was amazed by everything he performed. His tricks, illusions, everything was just amazing. Fully amazing. My mind was blown throughout the whole night. But I want to tell you that he is such an amazing magician but he is so kind after the show. Like, he took me backstage and showed me a trick. Like, that's how supportive and kind he is. Like, we didn't even get VIP tickets, just saying. Like, that's how kind he is as well. I also got 2 signed Dexter cards, a poster, and a t-shirt, which was so fantastic to be able to get all those merchandise from Daniel Hidden. That show was incredible, and I would go back all the time. Plus, getting a photo with him was spectacular. That would have made my night. Just saying. That was so fun, and I want to do that night over and over again. True facts. I want to go to a show all the time. It was fantastic, and if you get the chance to see him, go. Get the show. Get the tickets. It is fantastic. The year 2022, when I heard Australia's Got Talent was coming back to Sydney, my family was so lucky to get free tickets to see the show live in person, sitting in the audience. That was so much fun to be with the family for such a fun, exciting event. If I was able to do it again, I would. But let me tell you, there was one audition that I absolutely loved and was intrigued about. The fellow magician I'm about to talk about, he is incredible, talented, amazing, mind-blowing magician. His name is Jack Daniels, and his audition was so fantastic. I was on the edge of my seat, literally. His illusions that he performed for his audition was incredible, and he's such an inspiration to me because he's so fantastic in magic and has inspired me to always believe that magic is something to focus on and never give up. Magic helps people get through life by sharing, performing, and expressing how you feel. He is such a great friend of mine, and he's literally so amazing that I would see his show over and over and over again. So if you ever get a chance to see him, there's your luck. You'll be amazed. I want to thank everyone for taking the time to sit down and listen to my story. It means so much to me, and all my supporters out there, thank you so much for helping me continue to do what I do. But the thing is, I can't leave you there just from probably 5 minutes of talking to you guys. I need to show you a few tricks. So sit down, enjoy some popcorn if you have any, and let's get into a quick video of me performing magic. Are you ready for tricks? Here we go. The first trick is a pencil through card. Watch. And just like that, the pencil goes through the card. On to the next trick. The next trick is the invisible deck. And just like that, it completely vanishes in a matter of seconds. Moving on to the next trick. The next trick is a Rubik's Cube inside of a clear case. But watch. Just like that, you can see little beads that turn into the colors of the Rubik's Cube. Moving on to the next trick. The next trick includes a deck of cards. As you can see, I have the 10 of hearts on the top and all the cards are completely different. I'll show you again. Just like that. If I get the top card, it is the 8 of clubs, and I'll put it onto the bottom. As you can see, the 8 of clubs. Watch what happens next. All the cards are now the 8 of clubs. Just like that. But if I take the 8 of clubs off at the bottom, like this, and place it back on the top, that means the 10 is now on the bottom. Watch what happens next. All the cards are now completely different.